Hello everyone. So before we start the video, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who's supported the channel over the last year, around when I started uploading DDLC mod playthroughs for the first time. You guys have given me the biggest 1-year bump in subs my channel has ever had, by a long shot. As a total lifelong unknown on YouTube, this is a huge deal to me, so with all seriousness, thank you guys so much. As someone who does this for a hobby with no interest in making any money from this, I've really enjoyed watching the channel grow ever since I've introduced mod playthroughs to the channel. It makes me happy to see some of these videos finding an audience. Anyways, if you're new and don't know me as well, then you should know that I don't take this whole YouTube thing super seriously. I don't have sub goals, I don't set like goals in my videos, I don't have a consistent upload schedule, and you might have noticed I don't really say things like and subscribe or ring the bell in any of my videos. Well, in any of my mod videos, at least. And that's because I don't like telling my viewers what they should do. I believe in the freedom of choice, and you're all freely thinking people who can make your own decisions on whether or not you like the videos, and by extension, me as a content creator. So if you do decide to leave a like and drop a sub, I know they've been earned rather than asked for, and that's important to me. Anyway, getting back on track. There's never really been a consistent theme for this channel. My channel has always just been about whatever I want to make, whenever I want to make it. So if you do sub, don't expect to see nothing but DDLC, although you will get a lot of that with how much I've been uploading it over the last year. Like, seriously, just look how many of my videos have been DDLC. It's crazy. I would base your decision on subbing on whether or not you like me as a commentator, and if you like Let's Play style gameplay, since I'm planning on branching into that more in the future. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. What's up, guys? We're back, and we are here with DDLC Everlasting, the 1.0 demo, Part 3. Before I start, I just want to take this moment to say thanks to all the new subs on the channel lately. These DDLC mod videos over the last year have been some of the most fun videos I've made. Even if I look back at some of them and cringe, because just, oh my god, some of them, when I look back, were just so bad. But I've had a lot of fun making these, and it's been a lot of fun seeing you guys interact with them. So yeah, all the new subs on the channel and all the people who have stuck with me over the years, thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. We got quite a ways into the demo, but we didn't reach the end of it. I don't know how much is left, but yeah, a lot happened over the course of the first 2 hours and 45-ish minutes I played. I can't recount everything, but I'm sure it'll all come back to me. So if you're watching this in the future and you're wondering why I may not remember certain things from the previous parts, that's why. I say this in just about every series that I do on this channel, so yeah. We left off, I think, at the start of like the 3rd or 4th day, I want to say. Another day passes, and it's time for another day at the Literature Club. A few days ago, I never would have thought I'd come back here, much less even enjoy my time. Yeah, I mean, no offense to you, but yeah, that is something that a lot of people would find hard to believe, I would say. Unless they have a genuine enthusiasm for literature. Most people, when they think of a club like this, wouldn't see themselves coming back to it regularly, so like, I feel like that's just my impression. Because I was never that big into clubs when I was in school, so anyway. And yet, I find myself standing in front of the club room door. I've gotten a bit more comfortable with the members here. Even if yesterday's argument left me feeling a bit tense, I have a good feeling about today. Yeah, let's hope things go better. I do remember we got to see a different approach to that argument between Yuri and Natsuki. I remember that. That got brutal. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Ben. Yo. Looks like you're feeling much better today. Well, that's good.
Yep, Monika helped me a lot yesterday.
Well, that's good to hear. Not that. You seem pretty happy about that.
She's an amazing helper, even if she doesn't believe it.
Yeah, she must have that sense of humility like I do, where even though like a lot of people look at it and say it's good, like you in your head think it's not because like you see what you can do better that other people don't see. That comes out for me the most when I'm being hardcore in a game I'm playing or I'm speedrunning. I wouldn't doubt that. She's a good club leader after all. Based on what we've been seeing in this mod so far, yeah, I'm inclined to agree. A loud growl emanating from Sayori's stomach ends the conversation.
Oops. I'm kinda hungry.
When are you not?
I heard that, you meanie.
I think you were supposed to. Huh?
Hey, speaking of being hungry, will you come with me to buy a snack from the vending machine?
I ponder this for a moment. Yep. You know where this is going. You know where this is going. Although I'm fairly certain she doesn't have any money. I have to admit, it's kind of cute seeing her ask me so innocently. Right. Besides, I got some money to spare. Sure, why not? So yeah, this is different. Let's go.
Yay!
Yuri suddenly giggles. Sitting in the back as usual, I see. I had no idea she was listening in. Yeah, she has a way of doing that. Kinda like I do. She looks up from her book. Ah! I wasn't listening! Yes, you were.
It was just something in my book.
You're fine, Yuri. You were standing right by you.
I see. Well, I just thought Harry's usual antics are alluring.
Is that right?
Her energy is always so infectious.
Yes, it is. It's one of the best things about Sayori. Well, she's always a little ball of sunshine, isn't she? I wrap an arm around her and pull her close.
Don't say that. You'll embarrass me.
Her cheeks quickly redden, and I find myself in a pretty awkward situation. Let's just go get that snack, okay?
Right.
I don't know why, but for some reason this bouncy track kind of reminds me of a mystery dungeon theme. When you went to like the cafe or something. We depart from the club room and locate the nearest vending machine from us. Looking to my side, Sayori is humming a little tune to herself. Maybe this one. Huh. I smile a bit, realizing that some things really never change at all. Nope. Eventually, we find a nearby vending machine. I immediately pull out my wallet.
You don't have to pay for it, Ben. I'd hate for you to spend your money on me.
I'm betting he wants to, though, just to entertain you. Sayori, I know one thing. You don't even have enough money, do you?
Wait!
How did you even know? He knows you too well, Sayori. He knows you too well. Sayori, even though it's been a few years, I can still read you like a book.
He remembers. Meanie.
Now come on, Sayori, what do you want?
Ooh, I want the cookies.
When don't you? Alright. I insert the bills into the machine and punch in the code for the cookies. After a few seconds, it falls into the slot. Reach under and grab it, handing it to Sayori. Here you are. She snatches the package from my hands and immediately tears open the wrapper.
So good.
Sayori clasps her hand over her mouth.
Ah, I bit my tongue.
Slow down, Sayori. We're not in a hurry. But she is. She's always in a hurry when it comes to food. I insert another few dollars into the machine and grab myself a cold drink. There you go. Alright, got everything you need? She nods, a few crumbles falling out of her mouth. As we're about to turn and head back, I hear footsteps coming from the distance, sounding like someone's in a complete hurry. And yeah, we got like the opposite view. What's going on? I stop myself in my tracks. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sayori cocks her head to the side. Can't believe I didn't hear the bell. I immediately recognize the voice. To confirm my suspicions, I turn my head to the direction of the panting and footsteps. Sure enough, Monika's running from the distance down the hall. Sayori seems to catch on and turns her head, too. Within a second, her eyes light up like an excited puppy. Monika is amused.
Oh, Monika!
She leans against the vending machine, heavily panting and struggling to breathe. Sarah's expression immediately shifts from excitement to concern in a matter of seconds. Well, yeah, she just came running at you like the Dickens. What did you think? She puts a hand on Monika's shoulder.
Hey, are you okay? You look like you've just run a marathon. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that my lung capacity isn't the best.
Oh, trust me, I've been there, doll. I have a yeah, I'm one of those kind of people where like if I'm not in a hurry, like at work, I can walk around all day and I won't like be tired at all, unless it's like a really busy day. But if I run for even a little bit, then yeah, I feel winded. It's really weird, but like that's how I am. So I get where you're coming from, Monty. With each word, her labored panting slowly settles down as she regains some control over her breathing.
Monika, you shouldn't run then. I know. I was just in a bit of a hurry and lost track of time.
You were practicing piano, weren't you? How? Did you have heard the bell ring?
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Called it. Oh.
Piano? That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Not right now, Sayori. I'm still learning the basics.
Yep.
Maybe once I get better, I will.
Well, if you do end up having a piece to play later, I will be delighted to listen to it. I can clearly see Sayori trying to contain her excitement. Yep. However, we arrive at the club room door seconds later. She swings open the door.
Sorry, I'm super sorry. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Never mind that. Where the hell were you guys anyway?
Were you in the closet that whole time? Did you miss MC and Sayori saying they were going to go to the vending machine? Well, I went to get Sayori a snack at the vending machine.
And I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I wouldn't say that. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. I see. Well, I wish you luck in your future endeavors.
Sounds like something I would say.
Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really.
And with that, the conversation ends and everyone settles down. Yep, time for another... it's time for another day. Yuri returns to her desk. Sayori trots over to Monika, and Natsuki retreats to the closet. Did you remember to bring something this time, MC? After a few minutes of sitting and twiddling with my thumbs, Monika approaches me with a book in hand. Excuse me. Is that another poetry book?
Yup, have a look at it.
Monika turns the cover of the book to face me. Edgar Allan Poe. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, he's up there with one of the greats, such as Emily Dickinson.
Yeah, I remember learning it. The name is familiar to me, at least. I remember reading some of his poetry in high school, but don't ask me to name any of them from memory because I couldn't tell you.
He's generally known as the inventor of detective fiction, although he's written poetry before. Since I already assumed you have nothing to do, would you like to join me?
Well, you assumed correct. God damn it, man! You really need to stop forgetting to bring something to do. For fuck's sake. And sure.
Great!
Monika's eyes once again flit across the room looking for a spot. Her gaze meets the windowsill near the closet where we first read, but it looks like Natsuki's already claimed that spot. Yep, that is her rightful place. After a few more seconds, she decides on the wall opposite of us.
Let's sit over there for today.
Alright. We resume our positions against the wall, with Monika resting the book on her lap. Unlike yesterday, she immediately cuts to the chase and flips open the book. Not as much to discuss today. That's okay.
I like this one a lot.
Her finger traces across a rather lengthy poem. Annabelle Lee.
Yeah, it's actually the last completed poem he's ever written before his death the same year.
Oh, tragic. I wonder what you know about Edgar Allan Poe, huh? Alright, I'll get back to it. Oh, I see. My eyes scan over the poem again. Unlike Emily Dickinson's poetry, I can somewhat understand this poem. Looks like it's about death, I think? I'd have to look up the title of the poem here. Annabelle Lee. I could be wrong for all I know.
Actually, that's correct.
Wait, really? He's impressed. He didn't think he'd get it right. Good job, mate. You did it. You did the thing. What did I miss? You okay? What'd you do? Suddenly shoots up from the wall and clutches her forehead.
It's mainly about young love.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? Oh shit. Monika suddenly shoots up from the wall and clutches her forehead.
No. Not now.
Monika? What's the matter? I see you missing a question mark there.
Headache.
Why do I get the feeling it's something more than that? Headache? Should I do something? Ask her if she wants some aspirin or something.
She shakes her head. No, it'll be fine. Just Give me a minute.
Monika winces at the pain seemingly intensifies on her end. Yep, I have a feeling I know what this is, and I don't know if and I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I'll be right back.
Monika hurries out of the club room, keeping her hand pressed against her forehead. What? That's the only word I can manage to say. Yeah, like I said, something tells me it's a little bit more than just a headache. That's the only word I can manage to say. It happened so suddenly that I don't even know how to properly react. She seemed perfectly fine, though. I glance around the room and notice that everyone's activities have stopped. Yeah, that kind of just happening out of nowhere can kind of jolt you out of, whatever you're doing. I also like the timing of the line. Because that's kind of the whole theme of, like, the main game, I want to say. Yuri's novel lies open on her desk, while Natsuki's head peeks out from the closet. Seems like everyone else also doesn't know how to properly react as well. Has that happened before?
No. It's the first time that happened from what we know.
The others nod in agreement. Yup, things are happening. Huh. My mind is racing with questions, although I doubt anyone's going to answer them. Guess the best option right now is to wait until she returns. Yeah. "10 minutes pass and Monika returns with a water bottle in hand.
Sorry. I just got a massive headache all of a sudden. I got myself a bottle of water, so it should be fine. Monika, nobody gets a headache from nowhere. If you need rest, don't sweat it. I agree. If you're not feeling well, go get some rest. We care more for your health instead of your responsibilities.
Yeah, Sari can run the club if need be.
I don't want you stressing yourself out anymore today, especially if you aren't feeling well.
Yuri and I wordlessly nod in agreement. Like I said, I get the feeling it's something more than what the club is going with here.
Guys, don't worry so much. It's really not a problem at all. Besides, we still need to go over our plans for the festival today. Monika, you don't have to do this for us.
But she wants to.
I can take it from here, okay? Just focus on getting better.
You're really putting her on the spot here. Seems like Monika's having a hard time coming to a decision. Like I said, you're kind of putting her on the spot here.
If you guys insist.
She hesitantly packs up her things and leaves the classroom. Well, it's a bold decision there. We turn our attention to Sayori, who nervously looks around. Alright, you're center stage now. Time for you to show us what you got.
I've never actually done this before.
Sayori, you can do this. I believe in you. Respect the confidence. I give her a reassuring smile, which she returns.
Alright guys, I have some good news. I'm happy to announce that we're gonna participate at the festival.
Okay, that's great and all, but the festival is only 5 days away. Yeah, pretty quick, so they're gonna have to think of something fast.
We should have started planning weeks ago! I agree. If we were to participate in the festival, we would have needed a few weeks' notice to adequately prepare. Don't worry guys, Monika and I have it all planned out. I've even made some posters!
She holds up a colorful poster for us to see. Carefully reading over it, my eyes land on a sentence that almost makes me shiver. Come on down to the literature club to see our poetry performance. Yep. Natsuki's face blanches as she notices it as well. Natsuki did not like that. Don't tell me. Sayori, are we seriously doing a public poetry performance? Eh? Come on, it's not that bad of an idea. I didn't say that. Yeah. This is something you really should. This is something you two really should have consulted with everyone else for. You know? However, I also didn't sign up for this. There is no way I'm reading my poem in front of a bunch of strangers. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Yuri shrinks and shakes her head in fear. Go. Guys, we should give this a chance, you know? I know you guys have amazing poetry. Don't we want to share it with other people? To show them what literature is all about? I know we can do it. I like how she's kind of moving around as if she's walking around up front. I don't know if that's intended, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty neat. I believe in you all. Natsuki is still just in doubt mode. They don't see him as convinced. And I believe this is why Monika wanted to stay. I think Monika's better at this stuff. Sarah's expression turns into one of worry. I guess that leaves me with no other choice. I agree. We should at least try, you know? I think that Sarah and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. It wouldn't really hurt to help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but... do we really have to? None of us joined with other people in mind, you know. Yeah, that's something I think that comes up in some mods. Like the idea of just this being a club for, their friends here. They just kind of use this as like a place to congregate after school. Besides, it's not like anyone's gonna give literature a chance anyway. They'll think it's just some dumb subject. Yeah, I completely dyslexia that. Oh my god. They'll just think it's some dumb and boring subject that only nerds do. And with our short time to prepare, how exactly are we going to put up a good performance without embarrassing ourselves? I have to agree. But we might get some people interested. Even if we don't get any new members at the end of the day, Monika would be super proud of us. Super proud of us for trying. She knows how much effort we put into the club. Do you guys remember what she said before? Yeah. So they also know about that as well. Each of the girls looks down at the floor. Right. This was that discussion from, I think part 1. Even Sarah looks a bit guilty at bringing this topic up. Go on. Monika's still feeling down about her club surviving after the festival. Even if the club does end up shutting down, we should try and make this event extra special for her. Yeah, that way even if it does go down, it goes out with a bang. Make it go down trying. Sayori's right. Monika's done so much for this club. The least we can do is try our best, you know? I guess... Fine, I'll just get it over with. But only because I'm doing it for Monika. That's the spirit, right? She's a tough one. She's a tough one to convince. She's a tough little cookie. Great! Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces before letting out a sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Haha, that's everyone. Now,
Sayori's face scrunches up as she tries to remember something. Well, I love that face, dude.
oh yeah, Monika told me that we're reciting our poems today. Wait, what?
Oh man, Natsuki does not approve.
Sayori, this is too sudden.
Don't worry about it, guys. I stand up and produce an unfinished poem I've been working on. I'll start off to make you guys feel at least a bit more confident in your presentations.
Can I go next?
Yeah, sure. Now, as quickly as they started, our poem recitals have finished. For hearing everyone's performance upstage, I definitely need some work on my delivery. Well, this is all new to you, man. Don't worry about it. You'll come around. Oh, damn it. I'll have to go get that later. I know, hon. I'm a genius. Sayori's mellow tone over a serene and bittersweet poem. Yuri's sharp voice as she enunciates each twist and turn with perfect timing. And Natsuki's trademark style that causes the words to jump up and down. I'm gonna have a hard time applying confidence and energy into my writing. This is exactly what I meant when I said I didn't know if I could keep up with the levels of enthusiasm that the other girls have. Sayori adjourns the meeting with the same level of enthusiasm she had earlier and walks up to me.
Ready to go, Ben?
Yep. I stand up.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. Bang. It's kinda cute.
Jeez, it's not that big of a deal.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, never mind. Let's just go, Sayori. After working on my poem for a bit, I hear my phone ding. My notification. Pulling out my phone, I notice a new text from Sayori.
Hey, me, Yuri, and Natsuki are at the park just hanging out. You want to join us?
I stare at the text for a while. Park, huh? I haven't been there in a long time, the last time being with Sayori years ago. Besides, I think now would be a good chance. Now could be a good time to connect with some friends. I type out my reply. Yeah, give me a few. I toss my phone onto the bed and stand up. Making my way to the closet, I open it and notice my very limited wardrobe. Sounds like you gotta do some shopping, man. One day I really need to go shopping. Exactly. I decide on a simple pair of clothes. A black long-sleeved shirt and blue jeans. Yep, the usual casual MC attire. Tossing them on, I stuff my phone into my pocket and head outside. Ooh, nice sunset shot. Look at this. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Park is rather normal, with families watching their children play tag or walking their dogs across the sidewalk. The usual. Trees tower above the grounds, with leaves gracefully falling from above. Sounds of nature fill the area, and a chilling breeze sweeps the grounds. Sounds like a really good night. It's peaceful, as it should be.
Hey, Ben, over here!
I crane my neck and notice Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki sitting underneath a nearby tree. Oh. Kinda reminds me of a scene from Summertime where they did like poem writing out in a park underneath a tree. Why I remember that, I don't know. Just that it was one of like the earlier mods that I played on this channel. It was one of my first like series, so I had a lot of fun with that mod. I might revisit it someday, I don't know. I should probably go and join them. Yes, quite. Following through with my thought, I go over to where they're sitting. Yo!
Greetings. I'm glad you could make it.
Sup? You can sit, you know. I was just gonna do that. There's an open space next to Sayori and an open space next to Yuri. I sit next to Sayori and lean against the tree.
Ah, I love this place. Man, remember when we played tag when we played here as kids?
Yeah, this place is pretty sentimental. You were a big goofball back then. Always dragging me on your little adventures.
Hey, our adventures were fun, you know.
I'm sure they were, and that's what you're best at. You make everything in life an adventure.
You got to see a lot of cool stuff. Like birds, flowers. Ooh, you even got to see some animals.
Can't say I'm surprised. It's written all over your face anyway. It's just like Sayori, adventurous and exciting. Yes! Quite! Sometimes she'd even trip and scrape her knee and I would help her. Good times. We fall silent with none of us really knowing what to say. Well, just enjoy the outdoors. The sun slowly sinks over the horizon, coloring the leaves with various shades of orange and yellow. Sounds like a really fun night, huh? Looking at the other girls, they seem to be enjoying the tranquility of the park. Sayori perks up a bit, hopping to her feet.
Guys, I have a really good idea.
Oh yeah? Let's hear it then. What's it gonna be? Place your bets. Place your bets now.
What is it? Let's play hide and seek. Ben and I used to play it back then, and it was so fun.
Sayori, we're not little kids anymore.
Oh, come on. There's no age limit for hide and seek.
Natsuki does not approve. She's always the tough one to convince. And Yuri's just like, are we really doing this?
Besides, we're all friends here. What do you think, Yuri? Well, I guess I wouldn't really mind.
I don't either. Even though Natsuki does have a point.
That's great. Come on, Natsuki, let's have some fun.
Fine. But only for one round. We'll see how many rounds we go.
Yay! That's everyone! Okay, now. Ben, you're gonna be the seeker.
Okay. God damn it. What, were you terrible at that as a kid? Because I think I was. I was never the greatest at it. Yeah! Fucking called it! Let's go. I'm sure Sayori knows very well that I'm terrible at being the seeker in this game.
We're really gonna be here all day?
Ugh. Seems like Natsuki caught on to my hesitation.
Come on, Natsuki. Ben's not bad. Okay, he might be a bit bad at Seeker. But don't worry, he's not bad at hide and seek at all. He can be very good at hiding.
Sayori, I think that's because you're bad at seeking too. I once hid in a very obvious spot and it took you around 15 minutes to find me.
Hey!
I love that expression. That is great. Get called out, Sayori.
You weren't supposed to mention that part.
Too bad. This is great. Yuri and Natsuki exchange laughs together, as I've been for the last couple minutes. Also, best smile. Eventually, Sayori and I join in on the fun a bit.
Alright, game starting now. Count to 50, Ben. See ya.
They all run off into the distance, looking for the best hiding spots. Well, there's no turning back now. 1, 2, 3. Several moments later. 49 and 50. Ready or not, here I come. Quickly, I get up from the quilt and begin searching around the park. Now, where's the first place I can find someone? Good question. I don't know what all is around the park, so I couldn't tell you. Ha! I know. Nodding in determination, I set out to a familiar place. Here we are. Ooh, I remember this. Very nice. I think I remember this from a certain scene in this bond we share, I want to say. I could be wrong though. The park's lake, secluded within a valley of trees, a dirt path circling around it. Yeah, sounds fun. Sounds like a good hiking trail, wouldn't you say? I know you said you want to go hiking someday, so we'll have to find a place like that. I think that'd be fun. In fact, wasn't this the area we first met? After a few minutes of wandering, I hear rustling from one of the bushes. Must be Sari. I don't know anyone else who's that obvious. Sure enough, as soon as I take a peek inside the bush, I find Sari kneeling down, trying her best to remain hidden. Gotcha! Wah! You found me! I can see that. Now let's go, shall we? After our little game, we finally take a seat back underneath the tree.
Ah, that game was so fun, guys. Indeed. It definitely was.
Well, I'm glad you came around, Natsuki. Yeah, I paused for a moment. Hey, is Monika feeling any better? That's the thought I had lingering on the back of my mind when you were back at the house. Just wondering, because it definitely would have been fun with her. Well, sure, but you guys still had fun regardless, right? Why don't you just go check in on her, make sure she's doing okay?
I don't know. She wouldn't respond to any of my texts.
Well, that's a bit concerning. She's probably dealing with something really heavy then. She needs to be left alone for a little while then, it sounds like. All right then.
I'm really worried about her.
I'm concerned as well, but we need. What do I want to say? Just, she needs to. We need to wait for her to come around.
Sheesh, Sari, it was just a headache.
Like I said, I think it's something more than that. Something I think you know all too well, hon.
She'll be fine. I know that. It's just that she's been very closed off from us recently. It's not like her at all.
Good point.
But still, she has no reason to do that. I was hoping Ben would have something, considering he has Monika's number now. But knowing Monika, she probably came up with an excuse.
Well, we did have a bit of a chat. I don't know exactly why, but we did.
Really? Since when?
Yesterday. We didn't speak of anything important, just a few things, really. Call had to be cut short because she was at the hospital with her mother. As soon as I say that, their expressions fall. Yeah, saying that is kind of bringing up a heavy topic. The park grows awfully silent. Hey, did I say anything wrong?
No, you didn't.
And what is it? Well, they just are realizing what Monika's dealing with. So, swallow and lock my hands together on my lap.
Monika's mother is in another town.
Yuri and Sayori nod in agreement. What? That's really all I can muster up right now. Yeah, he's kind of the outsider. He doesn't know about this stuff, so... it's not immediately apparent to him. I never knew that. Yeah, well, now you know. I'm almost tempted to call out Natsuki for lying, but I keep my mouth shut. They know more than I do anyway, so I shouldn't bother to argue with them. Yeah, like I said, you're kind of the outsider in this situation, so it's not really... you're not really in a position to argue with them over this. Damn, I never knew. The sentence trails off and I remain silent. Can't say I blame you.
She likes to lie a lot, especially to new people. Come on, Natsuki! Monika isn't the type of person to lie.
When she's being serious, maybe.
Maybe she was telling the truth the entire time?
You sound a bit naive, Sayori, not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, she literally just lied to Ben. We would have already known by now if Monika's mother came home. She's gotta be hiding something.
And what is that something?
That's the point! We don't know because she's not telling us! Besides, if she's that worried about the club shutting down, why can't she just transfer the presidency to Sayori? I don't know. But if she doesn't want us to know that she's sick, then explain why she's not telling us anything. You think something might be wrong with Monika? It's just a theory. I could very well be wrong. However, after she left the club earlier today with what she claimed to be a massive headache, I have a suspicion to believe that could be the case. I really hope not.
Once again, the park goes silent. Yep, everybody is concerned. But no one, I think, really knows what to do. The once lighthearted mood has vanished, almost like it never happened earlier. Each of the girls looks at me expectantly, waiting for me to say something. I don't think we should jump to any conclusions yet. Yep, nothing's definitive, so all we can really do is theorize and wait and see. For all I know, we could just be acting over dramatic. All we really can do is just wait until Monika tells us. Or try to pry it out of her. My words do nothing to reassure them. Hell, I can't really say I'm reassured either. However, it's for the best. I don't want anyone overreacting over something that might be a minor inconvenience at best. At least until Monika tells us what's going on. Trying to distract myself from the tense atmosphere, I pull out my phone and realize that it's getting pretty late. Wordlessly, I stand up and head home. Didn't even say goodbye or anything. Wow, okay. Oh, whoa. This is a different atmosphere. Walking into the club room like any other day, I noticed something a bit off. Aside from the torrential rainfall outside, the club room is awfully silent. Considering how lively the club seemed the past few days, I feel a bit taken aback by this. Yeah, it's slightly unsettling. Considering, earlier. And again, we're most likely still feeling the weight from yesterday. Probably a glance around the room. Sayori is just idly staring at her desk while Yuri and Natsuki are doing their usual thing. No sign of Monika, but I guess she's probably playing piano today. Well, ask if anyone's seen her around school. Find out if she's even been there. Because, yeah, something might be going on that we don't realize. In the meantime, I pull out my poem and work on it to pass the time until club activities begin. 15 minutes pass and there's still no sign of Monika. Like I said, ask around. Has anybody seen her at all? Normally, I would have heard her enter the club room around this time. Or for her to announce club activities. Yet the club still has that tense, almost palpable atmosphere from when I first walked in. That reminds me. Yeah, good question, mate. Maybe I haven't, but I'm sure the others have, right? Ask them! Hey, has anyone seen Monika today? No, she never told us. When I tried to ask her, she dismissed it as nothing important. And on that day, we need to finalize our plans for the weekend. Jeez, the mood is so weird today. Yeah, almost as if, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Oh, stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yep, that's what I was just about to say. But that's your line.
In your books, maybe.
Guys, now's not the time to fight. Admittedly, I'm getting a little bit anxious. Oh yeah, if you can't tell, I am too. Monika's sudden absence has thrown everything off balance, and none of us know how to handle it. Yeah, oh, this is not good. Besides, how can Monika dismiss something like this as nothing important? Yeah, yeah. What are you hiding, Monika? What do you know that I don't? With our theories from yesterday circling in my head like a racetrack, I have every suspicion to believe that she was actually sick that day. Like I said, I think I know what it is. Then why couldn't she just notify us about that? What's so secretive about being sick anyway? Maybe she just doesn't want us to worry about her so much. Which has clearly backfired on her since we're even more worried. Trying to ignore these thoughts, I stand up. We should just handle our parts for the festival, okay? Monika wouldn't want us bailing last minute. I already know what I'm doing. And that is... Duh, what else do you think? Cupcakes, of course. Yep, I played the base game. I know. I know you. They are amazing, you know. Oh, I've been told many, many times. Alright then. Anyone else?
Monika and I are working together on the pamphlets.
Alright, Yuri, do you have anything assigned to do? I'm a bit taken aback at how assertive I am. Kinda naturally stepping up here. However, I quickly realize why. I'm trying my best to sound like Monika. Of course, considering how she's twice the person I'll ever be, it's pretty hard. Well, you're trying, man, and that's what she would want, and that's what would want to see most. She just wants to see you do your best, man. That's all she would ever want. That's better than nothing, I guess. Yuri?
You don't have anything for me to do, correct?
Not really.
I'm useless. No, don't say that, Yuri. You're one of the smartest and most talented people here. Besides, I have something you can do. Really? Yeah, you have super pretty handwriting. You can help out with banners and decorations. About that. I would like that. Besides, doesn't a pleasant atmosphere help set up the mood for poetry reading sound lovely?
She's all about atmosphere, you know. I would know. It was her route I got to play in the original when I first played this game.
There you go, Yuri. I knew we could count on you.
So, is that it? Meeting dismissed?
Hold on. What are you going to do?
Good catch.
You know you shouldn't be sitting on your butt doing nothing.
She's got a point, mate. I actually don't know.
Well, you better figure something out.
Okay, I will.
You better.
Okay, this kind of feels redundant. I nod and grab my things, exiting the room. Hasn't even made a decision yet. Damn. Hey, I'm kind of stuck. Could you help me out?
Sure. What do you need help with?
Do you know what I can do for my part of the festival? I don't really know myself, honestly. She pauses for a moment.
Well, I wouldn't mind spending more time with you.
That's random. Isn't two hands good enough for the job, though?
Don't worry about that. Sarah and I would greatly appreciate the help.
Okay. That's an interesting choice.
Besides, you're kind of nice to talk to.
Hey, there's no need to flatter me.
But it's true. Besides, it's fun to embarrass you from time to time.
Get wrecked. Ah.
You do look pretty cute when you're flustered, you know.
Yep. Reminds me of a certain clip from another Monika mod. I'm sure you remember the one. God damn it. You love doing this, don't you? Yep, this is what she does. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yep, it's what I do best.
You said it, girlie. You said it.
Anyway, I'll be over at Sayori's house around noon, maybe around 11 to 12.
That's fine by me. Oh, and I hope you get better soon.
I'm fine, Ben. You guys worry too much about me.
If you say so. She is amused. Goodbye.
Bye!
Monika hangs up immediately after, and I'm left with questions. Why did she sound so chipper over the line? More importantly, how the hell did she manage to do that despite getting a headache yesterday in the middle of school and missing school today? Or in the middle of the club, rather. Excuse me. Does she not care about getting sick in general? It's not that, I can assure you. And why does she not want us to worry? Right, there I go dwelling about that again. Don't overstress yourself, Ben. Yep, it's most likely not very important. Maybe not to you. My thoughts drift over to the plan I set with Monika tomorrow. So, almost an entire day with them tomorrow then. I feel my anxiety shoot through the roof. Don't think about it too much, man. Just try to cut loose and enjoy it. Of course, I've learned to deal with Satori over the years. But Monika, even though I've gotten used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might happen when we're outside of school. True, true. Reassuring myself to not screw this up, I roll myself out of bed and go through with the rest of my day.